Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sheila captures Deacon and Taylor in Luna's DNA test results. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, a sneak peek video clip for the week of has been made public. Deacon Sharp is depicted as being caught between Taylor Hayes and Sheila Carter Sharp. It is revealed to Penelope Poppy Nozawa that Luna Nozawa is still alive. Bridget Forrester also has the results of the DNA test. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. First, let's talk about Sheila, who works at Taylor's office. She appears to be doing something worrying as she peers through the door's crack. Deacon is there, hugging Taylor tightly and affectionately. It's also longer than a few seconds. It is audible that Sheila's husband says he needs Taylor. Sheila doesn't sneer or even appear to get upset when she sees them together like that. Sheila has apparently changed for the better, or else her response would have been completely different. At the restaurant, Sheila does have a private conversation with Deacon. The waitress pleads with him to return home because she wants her husband by her side. Deacon, nevertheless, believes he can no longer rely on his wife. He seems to be moving away from Sheila and closer to Taylor. According to The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the week of October 13th, Poppy visits a hospital office. The woman inquires as to what is happening. At that point, Poppy is informed that Luna is still alive by Lee and John Finnegan. The results of Luna Nozawa's paternity DNA test. Bridget Forrester will read Luna's baby's paternity DNA test results over at the Spencer estate. Bridget is asked by Electra Forrester if Will Spencer is the father of Luna's child. Although the promo footage doesn't mention anything, Bridget's expression says it all. Bridget can only stare from the test to Luna, while everyone else waits in suspense. Then Bridget's mouth falls open. According to the results, Will may be Luna's biological father. What does this signify for Will and Electra as well as for everyone else? In addition, what will Katie Logan and Bill Spencer do about the girl who is expecting their grandchild? Finn's moral dilemma, smug Luna, and Bridget's test. Here is a recap of The Bold and the Beautiful. Bridget Forrester tests Luna Nozawa's baby's DNA in today's episode. John Finnegan, meanwhile, is grappling with a moral conundrum involving Steffi Forrester Finnegan. Will Spencer is glancing at Electra Forrester at the office. She has a necklace that Will tries to help her untangle. She is terrified of Luna. Bill Spencer sends Will a text message out of the blue. The paternity test is being administered to them today. Electra and Will race to the Spencer residence. Bridget pays Ridge and Brooke Logan Forrester a visit. They are still in shock that Luna is still alive. Before long, Bridget departs, and Bridge begins arguing that Bill is solely to blame. They talk about how Luna was saved by Lee Finnegan, who kept it a secret from everyone. They are aware that Lee acknowledges her grave error. Finn looks at Steffi's postcards at home. Taylor Hayes is informed by the doctor that he is still undecided about telling Steffi the truth. Taylor struggles in the same way. There is a lose-lose scenario. Finn needs to put Luna in jail before telling Steffi. Regarding the paternity test, Ridge gives Taylor a call. Finn and Taylor will visit and await the outcome. Taylor and Finn visit Brooke's home. Regarding his mother's behavior, Finn expresses regret to Steffi's parents. Finn doesn't understand his mother's motivations because he hasn't spoken to her. Finn acknowledges that he is unsure about what, if anything, to tell Steffi. Taylor offers to recommend a therapist to Will. To get through all of this, he will want assistance. Returning to Steffi, Rich concurs that Luna must be incarcerated before she finds out she is still alive. Bill and Katie Logan prevent Luna from entering the pool at the mansion. She needs to take a paternity test. Bill acknowledges that they didn't want her to plan anything, so they shocked her with this. Bridget shows up. She was a member of the surgical team that saved her life, the doctor reveals. Since Lee said Luna was dead, it's strange to see her still living. Bill summons the Grim Reaper Luna. Next up are Electra and Will. The test is explained by Bridget. Luna declares she's ready with a smirk. First, Bridget wipes Will's mouth. Will informs Luna that they will never have a future when it's her turn next. Luna believes that after the paternity test is completed, he will reconsider. Will doesn't want Luna, Electra adds. The test has been completed, and the findings are available. Will implores Bridget to deny that he is the father. After glancing over the test, the doctor turns to face Luna, who smiles. Keep an eye out because Luna is very certain that the test will reveal Will is the father. Bill Spencer fights for his prisoner who is expecting. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill Spencer will have a harsh awakening on the CBS serial opera the next week. Since Luna Nozawa is technically dead, she is held as a high-maintenance hostage at the Spencer mansion as Dollar Bill. No one has phoned the police to let them know she's alive, which is the only reason she's not in jail. However, that might soon change. Will Rich Forrester attempt to kidnap Bill and deliver her to the appropriate authorities? Below are spoilers for what will happen next on Bold and Beautiful. Bill Spencer hauled Luna back to the Spencer mansion after finding out she was still alive and carrying his son's child. Until a paternity test is performed, Bill has been putting her under lock and key, but since she is Luna, she clearly keeps slipping out. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill and Katie Spencer, Heather Tom, do not intend to allow their granddaughter to be born in a correctional facility. Furthermore, it is safe to assume that they will not permit her to raise the child after it is born. But will they actually allow her to torment Los Angeles for 9 months on the streets? In a fit of rage, Rich Forrester barged into the Spencer mansion this week and gave Bill the order to cut Luna loose so she could return to prison. Rich does not want the Il Giardino killer to terrify his daughter Steffi Forrester once more. In order to ensure Steffi's safety upon her return home, will he have Luna imprisoned? This might turn into a full-scale conflict between Rich and Bill, who have never been on the same page. The fact that Luna is pregnant doesn't matter to Ridge. He wants her back in jail as soon as possible. Ridge will have to deal with Bill Spencer's fury if something were to happen to Luna's child while he was incarcerated. Hope never intended to sever her working relationship with Thomas, as evidenced by the small window of opportunity the B&B writers left available for Thope in the episode. She had attempted to persuade him to at least keep working with her on her line after they split up. She was unwilling to let go of the aspect of their connection that she had previously referred to as theirs. Thomas, however, did not accept it. He made the decision to abandon both her and the nation, leaving for France with his son Douglas. As far as viewers are aware, since he last broke Hope's heart, they haven't discussed him going back to work on HFTF. This would account for her rambling justification to Deke for Thomas's exclusion from her line's resuscitation. He wouldn't want to fly back and forth to make things work, she claimed. But, judging by the manner she fell asleep while discussing Thomas as a designer, there was no suggestion that she was against the notion. It simply doesn't appear to be in the cards. Deke pointed to Thomas's previous romance and his part in hiding Beth's identity. But the moment implies that Thomas will need to bring up the possibility of collaborating once more. To be fair to Hope, she has twice approached him with her heart in her hand and been turned down. She is unlikely to do it again since she fears the same outcome. Though it's uncertain when Atkinson might return, it's safe to say that Thope and Atkinson won't be rekindling their romance anytime soon. Hope expressed to Brooke her belief that the events involving Beth prevented her from giving Thomas her whole attention. It does put a very solid stop to their romantic chances if he comes back, regardless of how seriously you take that explanation. However, there is a route back for them because they aren't completely given up on them, at least not professionally. We can see this since Hope doesn't appear to have learnt from her previous attempt to have it both ways. She is about to get back together with Liam. Given that she cheated on her ex-husband with Thomas, even considering the possibility of working with him once more seems excessive. But if there is one thing that is true about the link between the two of them, it is that Hope cannot let go of Thomas any more than he can. They usually end up getting back together despite the pain he has given her, and the problems it is causing in her marriage. Almost invariably, the Hope for the future statement is to blame. Hope is therefore likely to invite Thomas to rekindle their collaboration if he ever informs her that he is without a fashion brand and wishes to collaborate once more. A gradual development toward a second-chance relationship for Thope probably wouldn't be out of the question if that were to occur. The story of Elektra is getting overdone. According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, everyone can now agree that Elektra Forrester's story is getting too much. This is because she is constantly discussing the night she lost her virginity to Will Spencer, and the ensuing pandemonium with everyone. Furthermore, even though Elektra has good reason to be upset because Will lied to her about having sex the previous evening, Is it really necessary for her to convey this narrative to everyone she meets? To put it another way, viewers of The Bold and the Beautiful are finding it difficult to sympathize with Sophia because of how overdone her virginity storyline is getting. Nobody wants to hear her talk anymore since she is always moaning. It doesn't help that Elektra is posing as the real victim in Luna's plot. Some people even said in their comments. Indeed, Will was understandably bewildered and in a panic, but he shouldn't have slept with her the following night knowing that someone else had attacked him. Elektra, get over yourself. Yes, it's overkill, but that's what soap operas do, another critic commented. I recall Bridget saying, my mother is having a baby with my husband, over and over. They wish to ensure that the narrative is remembered, and that everyone is aware of it. Additionally, there was this comment. To be honest, I'm going to throw up if I hear anyone else discuss Will having sex with Luna the night before Elektra's first date. Simply erect a billboard already. Fans will have to watch every single day to see what happens next, of course. On weekdays, the CBS network broadcasts The Bold and the Beautiful. Look up the timings in your local listings. Please share your opinions in the comments section below to let us know what you think in the interim.